What up, everybody? You tuned into the Madden Underground podcast. It's your boy, Brian James. And I'm back with my guys, Philly Guy and Snipes. What's good, fellas?
Man, there ain't nothing good with me. It's all Philly. If Philly being good right now, he out there just chilling, isn't he? See that water back there? And that's not a background, is it, Philly?
No, Snipes. This is not a background.
Okay.
I don't know what you're able to see. This is just from my balcony, sir.
Very nice, very nice. I'm liking it.
Okay, so
Yeah, I save all my money that I earn from Madden Underground. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I save all that money.
Exactly. But B James takes care of us, man. B James takes care of us. Appreciate you, B James.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. Make sure you guys get a good vacation. Snipes went. Didn't you go to Jamaica or something, Snipes?
No, I didn't go to Jamaica. I wish it was Jamaica, but it wasn't Jamaica. Jamaica be crazy at about it.
Yeah, Illuminati said he couldn't see anything. Philly, show him a little bit more.
All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna walk around on this balcony a little bit.
Turn it sideways.
Tell me what y'all see.
Sideways, man.
Yeah. Flip your phone sideways.
Remember that John go upside down, bro.
Oh, he need a new phone. He did.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
That's
This is new.
Yeah. Philly rocking a flip phone right now.
Be a flip phone or Android.
Yeah, flip phone.
It is an Android.
Oh yeah, that's why.
He got the.
It is an Android.
He got that consumer cellular.
Okay. Cricket Wireless. I got you.
What? Yeah. Can y'all see that?
So tell the people where you at, Philly. Tell the people where you at, man.
Well, we on the shores of Thailand.
Okay.
That's it.
Thailand. That's a nice place to be, man.
That's good. Yeah, it's a very, 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 very nice place to be.
Is it true? Like on on Hangover.
What do you mean? Is what true?
Like is it a place where is it like really vacation oriented, or you got to worry about certain things that happen in Hangover? Are you staying near the lodge? Or you?
Well, I mean, you keep asking me to bring you. Certain types of people back, but I can't do it, man.
I didn't ask you to bring anybody.
I'm vacation.
Don't bring anybody back. Last time you went, you got stuck out there with COVID, and you had to work your way back.
See, look.
You had to work your way back.
Snipe.
You had to turn some tricks to get back. You know what I'm saying? So we had to almost send a search party for you last time you went out there, man. So I don't know how you got back, but you made it back, and whatever you did stays out there, man. We
that's the bottom line. Is he made it back? He made it back, man. That was the bottom line.
No judgment.
Pause. Hey, no bottom line.
No,
you see how quick he fired?
No, man, but I hope you're enjoying your vacation, man. But as you all know, we'll be tallying up the week 1 through 6 challenges. We don't want you, no thanks for the promotion, whoever that is. But no, as you all know, that we'll be tallying up the week 1 through 6 challenges, and you'll be getting your awards tomorrow morning. So everybody that's here, we'll find out what your awards will be. You'll be able to get your upgrades tomorrow, and we'll see if No, you're not good yet, bro. No, you're not good. You're not good until I say you. No, you leave when it's over. I'm just no, but no.
I thought I'm in good hands, man. What y'all doing over there?
Nah, we're in week 8 right now. A lot of guys still getting their games in, and then we're gonna lock in. We're gonna advance in a little while to week 9, but everybody here will get credit for week 7 because we didn't do a podcast for week 7. We were supposed to do a podcast for week 7. We didn't do it, so this count for your week 7 challenge.
Yeah.
But we're about to advance and just probably right after this podcast we'll be advancing. So I know we had 2 games. Wrangler's supposed to be playing Zave or somebody like that. So, but yeah, definitely Definitely. So by the way, so yeah, we'll be giving out those challenges tomorrow. The rewards for those challenges. A lot of people are getting upgrades. Bottom tier teams, not the upper class. Upper class.
Yeah.
I think they were like one or two. I think BKP is the only one that got an upgrade so far. I haven't done everybody in the top tier teams, like the playoff teams, but I think BKP is the only one that got an upgrade so far. I think and it was only star development. But I got a whole lot of people to list to go down, so I'll go down the rest of them after we finish. But I haven't gotten to your team either, TaylorMade. So I'll find out. I'll find out in a little while. I think I only did the Patriots, the Panthers, the Commanders, and I think the Falcons and 49ers. So those are the only teams I've done so far for week 1 through 6. I think, and then I'll finish the rest of you guys when I'm finished tonight, and then give you the awards in the morning. So you'll find out for sure who got it in the morning. I'm trying to think what else I'm gonna say. Oh man, but yeah, free agency, guys. Let's talk about free agency, man.
Mhm.
It's been a little bit unexpected, but a little bit expected. So how you guys feel about free agencies thus far?
Snipes.
Well, you obviously know that the big domino hit my team, which we all had an idea anyway that Saquon wasn't gonna be back in New York, but the fact that he went to Philly, that stung a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, we talked about it here on air just last week. We talked about it here.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely stung though. It stung when it came to fruition. It stung. It definitely stung. As being a Giants fan, definitely stung. But it's a great fit for him. A solid offensive line. If you want to say that, I wouldn't say that Philly's like leading the free agency winners, which I'm sure we'll talk about a little bit later on. But a great fit for Saquon, man, and Philly definitely got a solid back, no doubt about it. I'll say this though. I like what the Giants did. They got real aggressive and went and got Brian Burns. I do like that. I do like the fact that they were aggressive in that regard, because I didn't expect that. I don't think any Giants fan expected it, to be honest.
I didn't. I think
Thibodeau
and Burns, man, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy. You still got Lawrence in the middle, right?
Yeah, we still got hey, yeah, not Demarcus Lawrence. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Dexter Lawrence. Yeah. But we still got him in the middle. So it's all about the front four. They're gonna be 3 of the 4 is gonna be extremely solid.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be cooking.
You know what I'm saying? They're definitely gonna be cooking over there. But man, we can't. And I'm sure you guys want to talk about it too, man. We can't deny, what the Texans are doing. I saw what your Titans did today. You know what I mean? I was gonna ask you about that. That's a lot of money to give Ridley. That's a lot of money.
I thought it was even dumber that we did that, given the fact that we didn't give AJ Brown the money that he asked for, and it was less than that. So.
And you know what? I was actually waiting for this pod, because I'm gonna ask you guys, and you guys can kind of give us an answer. Kind of going back to the Saquon Barkley thing. The Giants pretty much gave him the same deal, and he didn't want it. He didn't want it. I think he just wanted more years. I think that's what it was.
I think he wanted to play in Philly where he lived. He's from Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? So like that's why I thought the Tiki Barber thing was kind of stupid.
That was really stupid. That was really stupid.
I know he may have been playing, but I just thought like
Nah, he wasn't playing.
You don't think he was playing?
He wasn't playing.
I thought
he wasn't playing. He was out of pocket for that.
Nah, he was.
He was out of pocket for that.
He was out of pocket for sure. But nonetheless, he's going home. That's like somebody from LA getting an opportunity to play in LA for the Rams or Chargers, and then not taking an opportunity to go back. I thought he did right by going back.
I mean, even if it wasn't Philly, if he went to Houston, like we were talking, like I was talking about, I thought that he would go to Houston. I thought that would have been a great fit for him. But I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Like, go get that bank. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it's less years. But the only thing that kind of bothered me a little bit was his team, Saquon's team. They made it kind of seem like, last year, when they passed down on the money that the Giants offered them, they made it seem like it was about that bread.
Yeah.
In the reality, it wasn't.
Yeah.
You could have just been honest and just said that at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a nutshell, that's what it is. But obviously, Giants and look, and I like the Singletary signing. I do like it. You know what I'm saying? A north-south back. I'm cool with that. Let's do that. I like that. And rumor has it, I don't think it officially went down yet or anything just yet, but I think AJ Dillon wants to be a Giant too. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know how true that is.
I already wanted to be a Cowboy.
I'm hearing Giants. That's what I'm hearing. But I wouldn't blame him if he was a Cowboy. You got a better offensive line. I wouldn't blame him.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
They lost the starting center and Tyron Smith. So is that line really better? I don't know.
They'll still be better than the Giants. No. They'll be better than the Giants.
We'll see.
We got one. We really got. We got one Pro Bowler. That's really it. One Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
That's it. And Thomas. That's it. And he's not injury prone, but he's not the healthiest of the healthy. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But obviously getting off the whole subject of the Giants bit. You know what I'm saying? Again, Saquon. I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a big deal. But the steal, no doubt, Steelers getting Russell Wilson for $1 million for a year. That's the steal of the draft. If it not draft of free agency, if there hasn't been one, you know what I'm saying? That was a steal. That's a steal, man.
Yeah,
that's a steal. That's a freaking steal. Russell Wilson, 1 year.
I actually thought you was going to talk about Tyrod going to the Jets. That's something I've been wanting to happen for a long time. I mean, when you talk about capable quarterbacks, we know what Russ Wilson's going to be doing in Pittsburgh. We know that they're going to figure something out. We know they're going to scheme something up, and he gonna make good plays. Like he don't have to carry the team. They don't need him to do that. He can just go. He can just play. So, they're going to draft some people. We're going to have to see who they get, what they get. But I like the Steelers as a dark horse to do some things this year. I really do, especially signing him like that. Especially signing him like that. I say the same thing about Atlanta. I wanted Justin Fields to go there, but they got Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know how he does
Atlanta and Pittsburgh is looking pretty good.
I don't know how. I don't know how. Can y'all explain to me how does Kirk Cousins do this? Like, whoever his
agent is
his agent. I mean, notch. He is top notch.
Top notch, man. And it's like it's to the point now too. It's like this dude has collected 80+ million from every team he's been
every
on.
Team,
like he's been on, bro. Like he's up to 411 million total. Like,
wow.
Gross 411 million grand total over the years of playing the league. That's way more than Brady. He's only won one playoff game. That's crazy. Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? And my thing is, if they're not gonna change the security system at the bank, keep robbing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I guess so.
If you get away with it once, you get away with it twice. Why not a third or fourth time? You know
why not a third, fourth, fifth, sixth time? Just keep doing it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is be a likable guy in the locker room, a likable guy on the field, and not throw games away. And that's what he doesn't do. He doesn't throw games away. He's a capable quarterback that makes you feel like, okay, maybe we're 1 or 2 plays away from getting to that next round in the playoffs, or getting to the playoffs, or this and that. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, I thought the Vikings are a burning building, and he got out just in time. To preserve, his status. It is what it is. No. And like what he just said, he is free agency at the perfect time every time. Like every time he either he's the best quarterback or the second best quarterback in free agency.
Yeah.
And there's always a team that needs a quarterback, and you take best available. And he was best, in my opinion, may have been best available. Even better than Russ. But it's just the Falcons. I think he'll be okay with the Falcons. But the thing is, he's coming off of a torn ACL.
Yeah.
So like he's gonna have to rehab that back. Who's to say he's gonna even be ready when it's time to play? If he can even make those lateral movements. I've seen him playing tennis and doing little workouts and things like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's different when dudes are really running at you, trying to hit you, and you got to move in real time. So we'll see what happens with that. But to make a long story short, I think Kirk Cousins came up. I think Baker Mayfield solidified his spot as a top tier. Not I'm not gonna say a top tier quarterback, but a quarterback that's emerging in the NFL right now. With what he did in Tampa Bay last season, and things like that. Him being able to beat the Eagles and things like that. So
I think that this is for Baker Mayfield. I think that's gonna be this is his one and only big contract. I wish nothing but the best for him. I actually hope he goes out there and is able to play the entire 3-year contract. I hope he can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be his only big contract. Baker got paid, man. Baker definitely got paid, man. I'm glad he got his bag. I'm definitely glad Baker, he got his bag.
Baker deserved it though, man. I think a lot of people say what they want to say about Baker, but Baker that was well deserved, well earned money. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what was necessary, and he got him to the land. Got him to the playoffs. And people really thought they had a puncher's chance. Kirk Cousins though, like I said, he was the best quarterback in free agency, in my opinion. You know what I mean? As far as the quarterbacks that are available. What are you drinking, Philly? What is that? Is that iced coffee?
I'm sorry, Big James. Please continue your point.
You just put out an iced coffee out of nowhere. Was that iced coffee? What's that?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it do look like iced coffee. Yeah.
Drinking fruit juice.
Oh man.
Gotta loosen up them bowels.
If I wasn't on vacation, I might take offense to that.
Gotta loosen up them bowels.
I might take offense to that, but I'm on vacation. I'm good. I'm on vacation, so I'm relaxed.
Okay.
That's probably Struglin's punk ass. But it's all good.
Oh man, but yeah, as far as Kirk Cousins go, he was best available in my opinion of the quarterbacks that were available in free agency. Everybody's thinking about the draft and the quarterbacks, the potential of the quarterbacks, and we don't know what these quarterbacks are going to be in the NFL. But what I will say is this: the game is changing. The game is evolving, and young quarterbacks are able to come in and have instant success. We saw that with C.J. Stroud last year, right?
Yeah.
And we're in that purgatory phase in the NFL where you got the old guys leaving, the new guys coming in, and you got the guys that kind of been here with the old guys too, and they kind of emerging like the Lamar Jacksons, Mahomes, what's the Bills quarterback?
Josh Allen.
You got those guys emerging as the elite guys, and then you got the guys that are still trying to hang around like what's his name? Aaron Rodgers still trying to hang around, but he's old. Flacco got a new contract today. He's going to the Colts. The old guys still trying to hang around, but you got this new wave of talent coming into the league, and they don't care. They don't care about your history or your guys are scheming around these guys now. It's not like back in the day where you came in and we're running a pro style offense. You got to come in and adapt to what we're doing. No, these guys are tailoring these offenses around these young kids, and they're flourishing in the league now. So that I think that if it's all about landing in the right situation, which brings me to my next question for you guys. You guys taking Caleb? Are you keeping Justin?
Me?
I think if they don't keep Justin,
I'm keeping. If they keep Justin Fields, this is the way I see it. I say you keep Justin Fields, if you want to give Justin Fields a weapon, go ahead and draft. Go ahead and draft. I mean, obviously do your homework, and you maybe have to see if you could possibly trade down with one of the guys in the top 4 and draft Marvin Harrison. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
So you think Marvin Harrison is the best receiver in the draft?
He's definitely one of the best. It's just I think with the receiver aspect of everything, it's going to be about the scheme. How they going to be able to work these these particular receivers. Because I mean, what's the tight end right now that everybody's talking about is probably going to be a top 5, top 6 picks?
Bowers.
Bowers.
Yeah, Bowers. Yeah, Brock Bowers. So, so a lot of guys are talking about him being up there. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, right now, if I'm the Bears, if you stick at that number 1 pick, if you're going to stay at the number 1 pick, it's almost like you better draft a quarterback if you stay at the number 1 pick. But if you're gonna do something, you need to move down to the 3 or 4th position. Let somebody that wants that 1 pick give you something extra in return. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be the only smart move to do if you're making a decision to keep Fields. Yeah. Another thing you could possibly do. What pick does the Patriots have?
3.
Because I was just thinking about this the other day. They have the 3rd pick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why not? Why not do this? Why not trade Justin Fields to the Patriots? Need a quarterback, right? Trade him to the Patriots. See if they'll give you a number 1 pick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking out loud. I know I could be crazy. I get it. You know what I'm saying? See if they'll give you a number 1 pick. You know what I mean? And if they do give you a number 1 pick, now you got the first 2. You got 2 out of the 3 first picks. So you can definitely get yourself your quarterback, and you're either going to solidify either the offensive line or you're going to get one of these stout wide receivers, or Brock Bowers. You know what I'm saying? But give whoever you get, you got to give him a weapon.
Yeah.
You got to give him a weapon. Whoever you get, you have to give him a weapon. I mean, again, that's my opinion. I'll take you guys' thoughts on it, but that's my opinion as far as that is concerned. I would say though, again, I would get, if you're gonna get rid of Justin Fields, and just make sure you get yourself a 2nd pick in that top 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a 2nd pick in that top 5. That way you can build around whatever quarterback you decide to go with, whether it be Caleb or Drake May, whoever it may be. Whoever you decide to go with, which in all honesty, I probably see Caleb Williams going number 1. We'll see.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I think they played themselves. I really do. I feel like they played themselves. I feel like they should have moved them to Atlanta. They didn't. You already talked about it, B. James. My man's coming off an ACL. They don't care about that.
Nah.
So now the whole league is just gonna be like, we're not trading that 1st pick. We ain't trading for that. We're gonna sit on it. We're gonna let you overpay somebody because they already got a receiver, but they need so much more than that. So they should have traded with Atlanta when they had the chance. Patriots aren't even gonna move up. They just gonna sit at 3 because they know Bears ain't gonna take a quarterback. They're gonna be looking for somebody, and they're not gonna get what they want if they actually do try to move back, which is what they should have been trying to do, which is the reason they should have traded Justin Fields. So
draft day comes around.
That market is up.
Yeah, I mean, draft day comes around. If draft day comes around, though, you can almost expect that if they don't get rid of Fields at that particular time, 9 times out of 10 they're just gonna keep him. And then they'll have to figure out what they're gonna draft. And then on top of that, it's really gonna be based on what these other guys, in the top 5 want to do. Do these guys want to try to hit up the Bears for that top pick and see what they're gonna give up? I mean, we don't know just yet. But it's really up in the air, man.
And Twitch should be back up, Black Phoenix.
Well, I tell you what.
No, go
I
ahead.
tell you what. It's possible that they blow the whole thing up in Minnesota and start over again.
Okay.
And that JJ, gets moved.
Well,
And
they saying that Jettas might end up in Cincinnati. It's a rumor going around right now. They've been toying around with that on Twitter.
What's the natty gonna give up for JJ?
they first.
No, T Higgins and
They first
T Higgins and some
and
picks.
a couple other picks.
Yeah, T Higgins and some picks.
Yeah,
Well,
T
yeah.
Higgins. T Higgins do want to trade. He did announce he wants to
out of
trade.
there. So it's gonna be T Higgins and some picks, man. Like that's gonna be the wave.
Yeah, I would pull that trigger so fast. Yeah, that's done. That's done.
Yeah,
he wants.
I see.
That's
it.
done.
I can see it.
But-
Now.
All I'm saying is,
Justin
James. The league is changing.
Yeah, it's changing. If you do the T Higgins trade for Justin Jefferson, you got Justin Jefferson, who's due for a max contract. You got Jamar Chase, who's due for a max contract, and you got the quarterback that's due for a max contract. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work out, but everybody's saying that's the possibility.
But that's smart. You're thinking in that regard. You have to think like that.
Yeah.
Because look at Dallas. Look what they're about to deal with. They got 3 players with 1 year left. That's Micah Parsons. He needs a big contract. CeeDee Lamb. He needs a big contract. I don't think Dak is going to get it, but
Yeah.
if he does something in the playoffs this year, he's going to demand a big contract.
Oh, definitely.
You got 3 guys that they got 3 guys they're going to have to pay up. Are you going to be able to pay all 3 of those guys?
And
I doubt it.
I doubt it. And I don't think Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers really understand how good of a group they have on offense over there.
Yeah.
Like Mike Evans could have said, "Yo, I want to be maxed out," and this and that. No, he made sure he took a contract that was friendly to where Godwin still could get the money that he needed. Baker could get the money that the team needed, and they could still add pieces on defense and offense wherever they needed to do so. That they've been rocking like that for 10 years. Think about that. Like Mike Evans, Godwin, the rest of the team, the O-line and everything, keeping that team firmly intact. They've been solid since Jameis Winston was there.
Yeah.
The team it's offensively, they haven't changed too much since Jameis was there. And my thing was, it's like that's rare that you don't have. I seen shout out to the Buccaneers podcast because they brought that up. They said the Buccaneers are blessed to have such an unselfish group of guys on offense to where they're not asking for so much money to where they have to blow up the team they can stay contenders, and that says a lot about the character of the players. Yeah, it says a lot about the character of the organization, the general managers and things like that. How they always look out for the players to make sure everybody's in good shape. I remember when they were doing that take a pay cut and we'll figure it out later. We'll figure out something for you on the back. Remember that?
Yep.
They did that. Hey, take a pay cut and we'll figure out something for you on the back end. And they was able to keep a lot of players like that. Players were taking pay cuts, wasn't complaining about it, wasn't complaining to the media and things like that.
And they took care of their people.
Took care of their people on the back end. So for a lot of teams, man, if you're a player out there and you're looking for an organization to go to, you got to look at those type of things when you go to an organization. How happy are the players? How happy are the staff? How happy those players seem to be happy and cool with that. So that's something to keep an eye on.
But you're right. You're right. Baker, I don't know him personally, so I can't say that he matured and grew, but I can say he found a home in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
He found a home, and he's earned his keep. And people thinking like, oh, they're not trying to get their money. No, they're trying to get their money, but they smart. They understand what it takes to win in this league. They understand, the roles that each other plays in the offense. And it's all about winning for them.
Yeah,
they like what they did, and they see the potential to do better. And I think they can do.
Hey, look, I even commend, and there's a lot of guys. I've seen a lot of people throwing a lot of slack at Patrick Mahomes. Saw Patrick Mahomes what he just did. He went and restructured his contract so they could get more money to because he wants to win.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If
you got to respect that. You know what I'm saying?
You got to want to win, and that's the thing is that if you can tell the teams that are lacking in the front office. You can tell the teams like the Broncos last year. I don't know what the coach had against Russ. I don't know what Russ did, and things like that.
But it was the money. They didn't want to pay him.
They didn't want to pay him, but it's like
that's what it was.
You got to and the thing was Russ wasn't playing that bad.
No.
He wasn't playing that bad. And it was like, if you don't want to pay him, then why'd you bring him here in the first place?
That was my whole point. Like, I didn't understand that at all. Like, why'd you give him all that money?
In the first place.
Yeah. That was wild. Like, why you give that man all that money, but you ain't want him?
That's Sean Payton.
Sean Payton didn't want him there. That's what it was.
That's why he's gone. Because Sean Payton don't want him there.
But now look at you. Free agency is going down, and you can't do nothing in it.
You can't even get a quarterback there.
You can't. You gonna have to draft a quarterback. Basically, nobody wants to walk into that situation.
And what's their pick in the draft? What's the Broncos pick?
They got a.
I need to look that up.
I don't think they're high enough.
Yeah, I don't think they're high enough for no quarterback.
They can get Bo Nix. They get Bo Nix.
But Bo Nix is actually moving up a little bit. This pro day.
I don't know, man. The guy.
I'm just going by what I've seen.
The guy that I feel is moving up, and I'm not saying moving up, but
they still got to replace Simmons.
Yeah, they got to replace. They got a whole lot of voids to fill on the offense and defense. They lost their starting center.
They can't do it. Mm-hmm.
They didn't pick up anybody. Mm-hmm. They haven't signed anybody. They traded for picks because they don't have the money. You don't have the money to just go out and spend in free agency. Vikings getting a quarterback for sure.
Yeah, they got pick number 12.
Yeah, they can get a quarterback.
They got pick number 12. Yeah, they got pick number 12. So they can get a quarterback. Just the question is what quarterback you gonna get? And they might have to make a move.
Hey, that looks super.
Might have to make a move.
That looks super. Pause, Philly. Look at his camera view, bro. What are you doing over there, Doc?
What, did it freeze?
It's just going in slow motion. That look wild, bro. Like
freeze?
that look wild, bro. What are you doing with the cup?
It froze?
It's not freezing. It's moving in slow. It's like some.
Yeah. You in slow mo for sure.
Did it freeze?
It's not frozen. It's moving, but it just look. Whatever you're doing with that cup, it just seemed like you overly enjoying.
Like you smoking a bong.
What? It is because I don't even have that in my hand no more. So that's why I'm like,
your eyes is rolling in the back of your head. It's like you.
I got the package you sent me, Snipes.
What the heck? What?
I don't know what you talking about.
He always got to. He you know that dude that says something that's pause worthy, and then make it even more pause worthy.
But man,
like. And then try to include you in the pause moment. Like, no, don't include me in your pause moment, bro.
Don't include me in your P Diddy moment. Let's not do that.
Oh man, but nah, for real. Justin Fields to the Vikings. How you guys feel about that?
Hey.
Justin Fields to the Vikings.
That's not gonna happen because it's a division rival. But I'm just saying, like,
I don't think it's gonna happen, but.
If they take Caleb, that would have been the biggest waste of talent in NFL history, in my opinion.
Man,
like the biggest waste of talent. Like I think, like you let Justin Fields, you drafted Justin Fields, you brought him there, you didn't put any talent around him, and then you used another first round pick to replace Justin Fields.
That's what's tripping me out about that, B. James. That's what I'm saying. Like, why get rid of him then?
Yeah.
Yo, you got the number 1 pick. Build it. Go get a trade. Get yourself multiple picks. You need more than a quarterback.
You need more than a quarterback.
You have a quarterback
what I will say
now.
What I will say, though, is that they have done a remarkable job in free agency. They've went out and gotten the help they need.
They got Tony Pollard. They got Pollard back there in the backfield.
No. They got Swift.
No, they did get Swift. Who got Pollard? Who got Pollard?
Titans got Pollard.
Titans got Pollard.
Yeah,
I got confused. My bad.
Yeah.
I got confused on that. My bad.
They got Swift. They got Kevin Byard. They got a couple of other different guys that can help out right away. And they picked up a few linemen. I thought that was the biggest part. It was the linemen they picked up.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think they'll be vastly improved to the point where the quarterback may have a little bit more time than he did last year, whoever the quarterback may be. But I just feel like you squandered the talent that you had. That is Justin Fields. He's a huge talent. You know, he can make the throws. He can move. He's probably faster than most players on the field when the game starts. So if the pocket breaks down, he can take off running and things like that. Or you could even design run plays like him, but like they do for Lamar. You know, but
yeah.
I just don't feel like they've been utilizing his skill set. And we talked about a coach is sitting there analyzing the talent that they have and watching watching what a player's strength is, and and things like that. But we'll see what happens. I see Jay Hall saying he's not Caleb, but like so you honestly feel that Caleb's gonna come in and be that much of a difference? Do you guys believe that Caleb's gonna come in as a rookie and do better than Justin Fields did?
Well, all right. I guess I'm gonna ask a question. With that question, did we think that the same thing was gonna happen in Houston this past year when they went and selected at the second pick? It's a crapshoot.
Yeah,
it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, we said no. We said they were going to do well. We didn't know they were that well.
Yeah.
It's no way to tell if a player is going to be elite. Like CJ Stroud is the exception. You know what I'm saying? Like there are players that are good and they come in. Mahomes was the exception. CJ Stroud is the exception. But it's opportunity, talent meeting the opportunity in the right situation. You know what I mean? So that's what it all boils down to.
Yeah, you can have a Mahomes or CJ Stroud situation, or you can have a Ryan Leaf situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's definitely going to be a crapshoot. But I think at the end of the day, man, it really is. Philly says it all the time. It's really going to be about whatever team gets them. It's going to be about that particular scheme, man. Houston for CJ Stroud, that was absolutely perfect for him. Patrick Mahomes, when he when he got drafted by the Chiefs, that was absolutely a perfect situation for him with the perfect coach, one of the greatest to do it, and they put him in position, you know what I mean, to do the things that he's able to do. It's just really going to be all about, the team and the scheme that these guys go to, man. Now the question is Caleb going to be able to do something? And Illuminati's right in the chat. Mahomes sat a year also.
Yeah, he did.
So keep that in mind too. So these new guys, like CJ Stroud, obviously he didn't sit a year, but some of these new guys, they may have to sit. You know what I'm saying? Some guys you got to know when you draft them, like, okay, he's definitely going to be a great talent, but he might have to sit. So let's make sure we get, whoever we get here, we got to have somebody to back him up that's gonna be able to flourish, so this guy can sit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's definitely gonna be a crapshoot, man. It's definitely gonna be a crapshoot.
Nah, I definitely agree. But my thing is this. In my opinion, I think Chicago should keep Justin Fields. I like it. I think the skill set gap is maybe like this. Like
yeah.
It's not that big of a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I do feel is I think they're going to keep Justin Fields. I think they're bluffing right now, trying to see what they can get for the first round pick. They may want to move back and see what they can get for the first round pick.
I think that's what they should do. I think they should move back and get multiple picks. And if you know you're going to keep Fields, get multiple picks, man.
Yeah, but you got to act like you want the pick and you made your mind
that
up.
part. Yeah.
You talk. You gotta sell me on changing my mind. You know what I mean? So So I think that Justin Fields is the guy for the Bears. I think that Caleb is going to go to Washington, and then the LSU guy is going to go to Tampa. I'm not Tampa Bay, but New England.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
So and then
I could see that.
Drake May and the rest of the guys will fall where they may. You know.
I know and I'll say this too, because and this is another thing that the Bears can think about too, because Jay Hall mentioned it also. Odunze, that's another guy that went up at, after the combine and everything, seeing what he did there, and that's another guy too that that the Bears could possibly do something if they could get multiple picks. You could build this offense with another solid offensive player like a Odunze, like a Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got pieces, man, that you could go and get. You just have to you got to really think this thing through, man. Just don't get rid of your number one pick, or don't keep your number one pick, I should say. And don't make a mistake. The number one pick, I think, is the worst pick to have, in my opinion, in the draft. It's the worst because you have that top pick, and if you fail on that pick, especially as a GM, if you fail at that pick, like, you gone at the end of the year, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst pick to be on, man, because you got so much going on. Now, it won't be the worst pick. It won't be the worst pick if they go ahead and they keep Fields and then they trade for multiple picks.
No, that's my thing, because you got, like, say for instance, okay, the Bears got the 1 and the 9, right?
Yeah.
So they got the 1 and the 9. You got, if you didn't take a quarterback, that's 2 players you can get that's not a quarterback that can help out Justin Fields.
Yep.
Right.
You can work on the O-line too. Absolutely.
Or what you could do is you could trade back. Trade the 1 pick. Let's say they trade with New England. New England gets Caleb, right?
Yep.
They go down to 3, but in exchange they get the 34th pick too. So that's the second pick in the second round to go along with the picks that they have, because I don't think they have a second round pick. The Bears don't have a second round pick right now. So I think whoever they trade with, which in my opinion, it should be somebody with multiple second round picks, which is Washington.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think if they swap with Washington, let Washington get Caleb. They get Washington's 2 second round picks, right?
Yeah.
Let them have the first.
That.
Let them have the first. Let them have the first. Swap with them. You move to 2. You give them the first, but you ask for 2 of their second round picks, or at least one of they. At least if you swap the 2, you ask them for 1 of their second round picks, because Washington has 2 second round picks.
Yeah.
From what I can see here, so it's like I think they have 2 second.
Let
me see.
I like that call.
Oh, yeah, they do. They got the 40 and the 35th or 36. So yeah, I think they move back with Washington. I think that's gonna be the trade. They're gonna swap with Washington. Washington's gonna get Caleb. They're gonna get back. They're gonna get their pick back.
You think that should be the trade? You think that should be the trade?
I think that would be the smartest trade to do, because of the simple fact that if you swap with Washington, you get your pick back from Washington. You gave up a pick. Yeah. You gave up your second to Washington last season.
Yeah. So you get a second round pick again.
You get your second round pick back, and then you're still number 2. You're still able to get whoever you want, and you still got the number 9 pick. But what you did was in the process of that, you got a number 2 pick back, and then you may even be able to finesse a third round pick or something out of it.
Which we see every single year, that somebody trades back into the first round somehow.
Yeah.
And able to get something. You may be able to use that second that you got and trade back into the first round, because a team, there's just somebody that's not there for a team. They're just like, you know what, let's trade back and get a couple more extra picks, or a pick next year, and take it from there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We gonna see a lot of play. My theory on it, I think we're gonna see a lot of. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of things happening right now with our free agency, but I really think that we're gonna see a ton go on when draft day comes about. I really think we're gonna see a lot more players moving around.
It's gonna be a lot of.
What I mean?
A lot of draft day. I would say leading up to the draft and draft activity. April's gonna be busy. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of different players, and You got a lot of different guys, and it's a lot of picks that it's a lot of ways you can swing this if you're Chicago. So I understand why they haven't moved Fields yet. Looking at this now, because you got the 1 and the 9, you could trade the 1, move to either what you could trade with New England. Let me see. I'm trying to see. We have multiple second round picks though, and it seems like Washington is the only team. And if I'm Washington, I don't mind swapping 2 and 1 and giving the Bears back their pick in the second round to get Caleb if that's the move. If he's the best player available, they keep Justin Fields. They don't feel like they gave up too much. You reacquire your second round pick back, and you still got action in the third round too. Let me see. Do they got action? Oh, they don't even have a third either. So they don't have a third. So they all they business is gonna happen in the first round. They don't pick again until after the first. Oh, they got a third. They got a third. So they don't pick again they don't pick in the second, but they do have a third round pick. So
and we gotta think about it too. You know, kind of going back a little bit into the whole Justin Fields thing. You know, he's been in the league 3 years now, right?
Yeah.
Each year, believe it or not, each year he's gotten better. You know what I'm saying? Each year he's actually gotten a little bit better. You know what I mean? He hasn't gotten worse.
No, but people are failing to realize each year they put a little bit more talent around him.
Right.
So that's the thing. Like you got opportunity to put a plethora of talent around Justin Fields to see what he really is and what he's really about.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you don't have to pick up his 5th-year option. You don't have to keep him. You know what I mean?
You don't. Yeah. You don't have to do that. Again, we could go back and look at the Patrick Mahomes thing. Who did you keep, Patrick? Who'd you keep Mahomes around? You had him around guys like Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
You got solid, great, Pro Bowl, Hall of Fame players. So, future Hall of Fame players around this guy.
Game breakers.
So, game breakers.
Yeah.
So you got guys that are going to help him win, help him win. If the Bears continue to do that, you actually have yourself right now in a good situation with Fields, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You don't want to get yourself caught up with the whole, with the wolf, I guess you could say wolf in sheep's clothing thing with Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to get yourself caught up in that, because if you trade Fields away and then you get Caleb, and you put him around a bunch of great talent, and he wets the bed, he stinks it up. What is you gonna say then?
And everybody's talking about Caleb's mental. Caleb's this. Caleb don't want to go to Chicago. Caleb don't want to go to Chicago. That's the problem.
And yeah.
Caleb don't want to go to Chicago. And let's be real honest. Is he a real fit for the city? His personality.
If he don't want to be, if we know for a fact that he doesn't want to be there, no, he's not a fit for the city. Then
he's not. He's not a fit. This person, they call him soft. They call him all these different things. He don't want to go there. His personality is better fit for DC. You know what I mean? So the DMV, I should say. Like he Caleb back like a guy from the DMV. That's what he remind me of. Caleb back like, I'm not saying that, the painting the nails and all that stuff. I don't know what that means. But what I will say is he acts like a guy from the DMV. When you meet the guys in the DMV and things like that, yeah, he definitely act like them DMV dudes. They be a little different. I'm not saying that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying that's, Philly, you know what I'm talking about, right? Nah, he don't know what I'm talking about. He's frozen. Do you know what I'm talking about? Are you frozen? You've been around the world. You're well traveled. No. Okay, you don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying, think about the guys that we know that's from the DMV. Cal Bear moved from Cali to go out to the DMV, right? That takes a different type of person to take that trip to move out there.
Yeah,
that's a different type of person. You know what I'm saying? Think about Glock. Remember Glock?
The fifth on that one.
You remember Glock, right? Another DMV guy. I'm just saying. Different group of characters.
You might be right, man. You might be right in that regard, man.
No, what I'm saying is that, like, I think Caleb is a great player. I think he would be. They already got everything set up for him in Washington. They went and got his old coach. They went and did everything necessary to get it set up. All things are saying that Caleb's going to Washington. Justin Fields is going to stay in Chicago, and I wouldn't be surprised if they moved. They swap picks. They got the second and things like that. But that's just my opinion.
If that, well, you obviously if that's the guy that Commanders want, then they're gonna do what they got to do to go get him. You know what I'm saying? That if that's truly who they want, they'll go and they'll make sure they get him. But it just really all depends, man. It really all depends. I'm anxious. I don't know who else did there. I haven't paid attention to it this week because I've been into the college basketball thing lately. The March Madness stuff. I'm really starting to get into my March Madness kick right now. So I really haven't paid attention to the pro days. I know we had some. I think Bo Nix went already. Did anybody else go?
Hey, the crazy part of Bo Nix pro day, nobody showed up to see him.
Nobody showed up, man. That was crazy. That was wild.
Nobody showed up to see him. No general manager showed up to see him. The only team that came out to see him and had representation there was the Bears, as far as GMs go.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was wild. I know Georgia's was today, and South Carolina's was yesterday too. That brings me to my next sleeper draft pick. Spencer Rattler, bro. I don't know if you know who Spencer Rattler is.
Yeah.
If you know the Caleb origin story, then you know Spencer Rattler was attached to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler had a bad game against Texas. Caleb came in, and that was Caleb's breakout game where he came.
Yeah, that was his breakout game. Yeah.
He brought them back and they won that game. So my thing is that, you know, Spencer Rattler's not a bad quarterback. I think he has his ego and his talent. You know, sometimes when you're talented, you can make certain throws, but you know, I think in the right system, like a pro style system, that air raid stuff. I didn't think he was like. I think Man Roy was in there saying he didn't fit Lincoln's system. I didn't think he fit the system either. Some of the routes, the route combinations just didn't make any sense. When they broke it down, they said he made some bad throws, but when you broke down the film, some of the route combinations weren't drawn up schematically correctly. Like some of the routes didn't make any sense because it was like, I don't know, it didn't make sense. So he wasn't making the right reads in certain situations. But Caleb's ability to improvise allowed those routes to get open. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that was the difference. Caleb had a breakout game in that game against Texas, and that was the launch of Caleb Williams. You know, does Caleb look bigger now? He looks way bigger than he was when he was at Oklahoma.
He did to me at the combine.
Caleb looks bigger, like I'm talking like noticeably. Like I watched the Oklahoma film and then watched the USC film. He looks way bigger at USC than he was at Oklahoma. So that might be you know. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I think Spencer Rattler is a guy that could go into the league. He can make all the throws. He can make all the throws. It's just the judgment aspect of it. And if he works on that, does the proper studying, the preparation to get ready, I think he could be an elite quarterback in the league. He has like Mahomes type talent, you know.
He's like a pro style quarterback, right?
No, he's definitely a pro style quarterback, but it's just he did better at South Carolina than he did at Oklahoma, in my opinion. But those are two different systems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So he's a huge talent, man. Just if he can get his mind right and do the study and the preparation that's required as an NFL quarterback, he definitely could go somewhere and be a late pick that we say, dang, where'd he come from? We didn't see this because he was predicted to be what Caleb is now. That's what when he came out of high school, that's what when he first got his start and everything. He's what Caleb. He's what Caleb is what everybody thought Spencer Rattler was going to be.
Is he a first round selection?
No, he won't.
So he'll be a second day pick.
Yeah, he'll be a second, maybe third day pick. You know, just based on his track record. You know what I mean? But I'm saying whoever gets him, he's gonna be one of those guys that you say, oh, he went to this team, and then preseason come, you like, dang, who the starter? Him or you know what I mean? I think that he has that type of potential. Like that's how I feel about Spencer Rattler, man. You know, so that keep an eye on him. that receiver they got at South Carolina too. What's it, Leggett? Or his name? Is that his name? Leggett? South Carolina receiver.
I think I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I know how to pronounce it.
Yeah,
Once I learn it, then I won't.
He's crazy. He can ball, man. So I think that'd be a good fit. Definitely be a good pick for the Rams though, because I know the Rams they need a predecessor for Matt Stafford when he's aging out of the league. You know, I think the Jets need to go ahead and look for a young talent. Philly, I know you got Tyrod there. You was happy about that, but I still think y'all need to go get you a young talented.
Where do Mike Williams go? Because you saw he got released. Where does Mike Williams go? It's a big receiver, man.
If I'm him, if Cleveland can afford me, him, Judy, Amari Cooper, that'd be crazy. But I think I see Patriots. Patriots would be a good fit.
Patriots would be a good fit.
Patriots would be a good fit. I think
because they're getting a quarterback. No, they're gonna
get a quarterback. They don't have a receiver though. They don't have they don't have a guy that's just that guy. They don't have a number one. I think that's the whole problem. And the thing is, everybody's saying that this draft is full of receivers, which I believe it's a lot of receiver talent. But T. Higgins to the Jags would be dope as well. I don't think they can.
They'd have to give up a lot though.
Yeah,
the Jags would have to give up a lot for him. They'd have to give up a lot.
Yeah,
they definitely have to give up a lot. Hey, you know what? We can't go off air though without asking this question to B. James. Philly, we gotta ask him here because we just talked about this last week. Okay. What is your thoughts, man, on Derrick Henry, ex-Titan, now going there with Baltimore? We talked about this last week and how potent we think that's going to be, man. Now it's official. What's your thoughts on it?
Okay, this is the thing. I told you he was going to Baltimore last week.
Yeah, we talked about last week. Like I said,
I told you he was going to Baltimore. I told you where Saquon was going to go last week. I said the Eagles. Did I not?
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that. You said it was a possibility. You didn't say he was going there. You said it was a possibility.
When Tiki Barber said what he said, I knew he was going to the Eagles. When they said he's from Pennsylvania, I said, oh, he's going to the Eagles, and that just makes that much more sense, you know. Now this is the thing. Let's talk about the Titans. The Titans' role in all of this. I know we got a new GM, and we doing a lot of different things. We lost Sean Murphy Bunting. We picked up Awuzie. We lost Al Shazier, linebacker. We picked up Kenneth Murray from the Chargers. We lost Danico Autry. I'm trying to figure out who they're going to get to replace him, because Danico Autry led the team in pressures and sacks too. So I'm trying to figure out who they're going to. In my opinion, that's the biggest.
That's a big loss.
That's the biggest blow. And he went to the Texans. You know what I mean? So I think that's a huge loss. I'm trying to think. Pollard. I thought we should have got Joe Mixon instead of Pollard. I thought that would have been the way to go. Texans beat us to it again. They just seem to be one step ahead of the rest of the division for some reason. But I thought.
There's a lot of. Let me say real quick. I'm gonna let you continue. But all these players staying in the division, there's some bitter players.
I don't think it's bitter players. I think it's a record. The other teams are recognizing the misuse of talent. If you played against these guys, you saw what these guys did to your team, right?
Yeah.
So you said, okay, these guys are say for instance like the Cowboys. Cowboys defensive coordinator is the head coach of the Commanders now. You know what I mean? So like it's either the coach familiarity or used to playing against a guy like Tomlin. Tomlin was telling Queens that you should have been a Steeler anyway. Every time they played him, he was telling them.
Yeah, I remember that.
You're not a Raven. You're supposed to be a Steeler anyway.
You're not a Raven. Yeah.
Look where he's at now.
He said you don't belong there. You don't belong there.
Yeah, you don't belong.
Yeah, you're supposed to be over here. Him all the time. Yeah, you don't belong there. Yep.
So now what people got to watch out for? These are two transactions that everybody have to watch out for. What's the linebacker from the Buccaneers? Royals.
Levante David?
No, the other one.
Who, Levante?
White.
You got White still out there waiting to go. Yeah, White, Devin White. I know he would know. They say he's washed. I don't think he's washed, in my opinion. The dude runs a 4.340, and he may not, I just don't think he fit his personality didn't fit that selfless organization that you guys have over there in Tampa Bay. He's more of an individual type of guy. And you know, I think he may have taken a step back because of the ego, you know. But I think in a new fresh start and the right organization, a coach like either the Raiders organization, where you got a linebacker coach or a coach that prides himself on defense, or the Steelers, and that picture him and Queens with Watt and all the rest of those dudes in Pittsburgh, right? You got then also Baltimore. Like I think he would be a good fit for a replacement for Queens in Baltimore. You got Roquan Smith to kind of keep him on task and things like that. They kind of know each other. They kind of familiar with each other, both playing in the SEC and things like that. And you know, how you guys feel about it?
I think you're right. I mean, you know, looking at your Titans team, why stick around and see what the new coaching staff is going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your career is worth more than that. People want you someplace else. They feel like you should have been someplace else. Go where you appreciate it. Don't stick around to find out.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of guys that have the talent, and it's a lot of guys left. We still got Clowney. Clowney talking about he want to go to the Panthers. You got guys like Hollywood Brown who hasn't been picked yet. That's he can go to any team he wants, stretch the field out. I see him going to the Rams, but this is my opinion. Chase Young, they talking about he'll be visiting Tennessee tomorrow. Hope they keep him there. Hope he gets a real estate agent while he's there.
Yeah, he was the last. I think that they were the last team. I think he's going to visit.
Yeah. I hope we can get him and DJ Reader or Armstead. If Armstead's wants to come to Tennessee too, so if we can get Armstead or Chase Young or both of them together to go along with Simmons, I think Tennessee would be in great shape after that. I would be okay with everything else. Our secondary was trash. It's always been trash. We picked up a Woozier. We still don't have a safety. We got Hooker, but we don't have a free safety. And we'll see what happens. But, you know, we still got to address that secondary. I thought we got a lot of pieces to fill up in Tennessee, but we'll see what happens, though, man.
What you think about Mason Rudolph coming there? Backup.
Who's that?
Mason Rudolph? Your backup quarterback.
Where'd he come from?
Titans. He came from the Steelers.
He played for this year?
Yeah. They benched old boy, and then he was actually starting. He started for them in the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't like him then because I don't even know who the guy is. I watch a lot of football and I'm like, I don't even know who this dude is. So I think it's a waste of money because I don't even know who he is. So hey, and I do think Simmons to the Titans would be perfect, or one of those ex-Bills safeties if they haven't been picked up already. But yeah, we got a lot of voids to fill in Tennessee right now, man. Got a lot of voids to fill in Tennessee.
Yeah, I wasn't happy to see Bobby Wagner going to the Commanders, man.
Hey, I like it. I like what the Commanders doing over there. They spreading the love. They like, we got money, we gonna spend it. And the thing about it is, we were number 3 in salary cap money. We were number 3. Number 3. There are only 2 teams in front of us, and we just now got going today. We picked up a couple of bums. You know, it was all right. We got a bum here and there.
They ain't just want to go out there and spend a whole bunch of bread, man.
It ain't.
No, sometimes they do it, sometimes you don't. Man.
It ain't tricking if you got it. That's how I feel. We had it.
True.
We got it. You know what I'm saying? Spend some of that money, man. You want to win. You got they working on a new stadium. Come on, man. Spend the money. You know, but that's just my opinion. I guess that's our show for this week, man.
And we passed an hour, huh?
Yeah, man. We've been talking for a minute. Philly over there enjoying his view. It's morning over there, and we It's the next day, morning the next day over there. It's the 14th over there right now.
It's Thursday over there for him. Wow.
So yeah, man. So shout out to Philly getting on the call with us, man, during his vacation and making it work, man. And we'll be back. We'll be back next week. I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it back next week. Where you gonna be at next week, Philly?
Be in Tokyo.
Oh, okay. Well, I think okay, whatever that was.
Yeah, he probably gonna be back next week. Then he gonna be in Tokyo. Yeah, he ain't gonna be back.
Yeah. Let me know how that is, man. Let me know how that is. How it is out there. I'm
Oh, you know that. You already know.
You know me. You know me. I'm not a fan of going out the country. A lot of people said recommended places to go like Jamaica, Africa, Europe, all those different places, and I prefer United States. Right. Not that I have anything against those countries. It's just that I just don't want something to break out. I don't want nothing to break out and be stuck somewhere. I don't know how to get around that. You know what I mean? The language is different.
Scary.
You know what I'm saying?
I love to travel, but that is kind of scary. If you think about that stuff in the back of your head, it's a little scary.
Yeah, that me the paranoia of that, like being stuck somewhere and me not knowing the language. No. And them saying, how do I get to the consulate? You know what I mean? And then they're like two lefts and a right, and you get
so you rather deal with you rather deal with racist cops, the United States of America. Hey, you don't want to roll the dice.
I'm familiar with those. I'm familiar. I know how to navigate with those racist cops. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But it's different when you go to another country, you don't know the language, and you getting racist cops too. I don't. You got to know the language, man. At least I know at least I know they being racist when they being racist out here. You know what I'm saying? I can get it. It's cool. You know what I mean? But out there, I don't know. Different barriers. So, but nah, man. But enjoy yourself, man. We'll be back next week, and make sure you guys hit that like, hit that follow, hit that subscribe, whoever it may be, and we'll get it in. And make sure you follow Snipes TV, man. He calling games every 10 minutes.
Yo, you so stupid, man.
If you're following him, you're gonna get a notification every 6 minutes. Yo, it's a new game going on.
Yo, no games tonight though, man. I'm about to get back on my snowfall kick, man. I'm getting back on my snowfall kick.
He didn't start enjoying TV and got away from calling the games, man. Nah, Snowfall is definitely a great show. But if you guys have time to check it out, check that out for sure.
Oh my gosh, man! I had no idea, no clue.
No, it's fire, bro. If you like The Wire, you're gonna like Snowfall. It's different setting, different type of lingo, different kind of, different type of culture. But it's on the West Coast.
And Unc is a nut job. Just gonna let y'all know, Unc is a nut job, boy. He is hilarious.
Yes, sir. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out, man. And we'll be back. We'll have a game of the week next Wednesday. So make sure you guys keep it locked, and we'll let you know what that is. And we'll be updating the website this weekend. So Monday, the website will look a little different. Starting to get things ready for Madden 25
and college
and NCAA. So we'll have a couple different things coming at y'all, being thrown at you next week. So make sure you tune into the podcast. And for the league guys, yes, we know that the King is on a rampage. He is ripping everybody apart, and I apologize for letting him in the league. To some of you guys that were like, he's ripping us apart. And I'm like, hey, it's a pro league, man. He's a pro guy. I didn't when I let him in, I didn't know he's ranked 34 in the world. But he's doing a great job of whooping ass, man. And hey, I'm talking about whooping ass, man. It ain't like, oh, good game. No, it ain't no good games afterwards. People been trying to talk mess like, oh yeah. You doing this?
Oh, people mad at him like that?
Nah, he got him hot. Everybody, they lose after the game. People be tight after. I was tight after the game I played him. I said, you know what, man? I didn't like that. I like what you did to me. You know what I mean? I didn't like it at all. I get it. You're a good player and all that, but I didn't like the way you beat on me like that, bro. You didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I took it like a man. But the thing is, I get to play him again because I'm in the division with him. So I'll be seeing him soon, and hopefully I do better than I did last time. And if you guys are mad about him being here, blame Burko. Burko brought him over here, and flood his inbox with your complaints and concerns.
Shout out Burko.
Yeah, 2-time champion. Let him know that you're mad at him about bringing his boy over here and let him kick y'all in the mouth like he doing. Also, I'll be contacting everybody about season 5 that wanted to be in. So be sure to be on the lookout for that this weekend. So we'll see what happens, and I guess that's the podcast, man.
All right.
It's the podcast, man. Shout out to everybody. Everybody that was here get credit for the week 7 challenge. Even though we're in week 8.
Enjoy your time, Philly.
Yeah, enjoy your trip, man. I see the view behind you, bro. It looks excellent. Looks marvelous, And hopefully one day I'll be able to enjoy that Thailand water. You know what I'm saying? I probably never will see it in my life, but long as you're going places like that, feel like you're taking me with you when you show us those type of things and get to experience it with you.
There you go. We can say that we went. We was there.
Yeah, we
were there.
Took the whole league.
I got you.
All right, man. Well, we about to get out of here. We'll see you guys later.
Gentlemen.
Take it easy.